So, hello, hello, hello. It's me, Michelle, your host and pocket DJ of Coffee Fueled Stories. And today we have a very special in-person, in-bookshop guest. Welcome, Ellen Seay.
Hi.
Hi.
Thank you for having me.
Nice to meet you, and thank you
too.
for letting us hang out in your space.
I'm glad we could do it.
So, the really cool thing about Ellen is she has a place called BiblioPub, and it is a bookshop, coffee shop, beer and wine lounge, and you have some small Noms
Yep.
here in Downtown Roanoke.
A little bit of everything.
Yeah, that's really cool. So I wanted to ask you, how did this dream come a reality?
I mean, so I've done a whole lot of jobs. I've been in corporate, I was a teacher, I went back to corporate, and I turned 35 and I was like, I can't do this forever. Like corporate is just it's not fulfilling, it's not something I ever, really saw myself doing long term. So I just started to think about like, how else can I help my community? Because that's what I loved about teaching, was like really putting an impact out in the community. And I felt like Roanoke needed more like third places, places to go that aren't just restaurants or bars or breweries. Something that's a little quieter, maybe a little bit more like open late, because coffee shops usually close at like 6 or 7. And I had seen this type of model in other larger cities and just like scrolling TikToks and stuff, and I was like, that is cool and that would be awesome for Roanoke. So started kind of exploring how to do it last summer and got the LLC in the fall, and then we took it from there, and now we're here.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So I got this sticker which says "Trust your crazy ideas." Actually, here a couple weeks ago at your shop, and so you trusted in your crazy idea.
Yes, for sure. And what's funny is that came from one of my friends who owns her own small business, and she also like took the leap to do that full time and not do her other corporate healthcare job. So yeah, it's just a fun little treat that I can also support my small business friends in my small business. So.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
That's very cool. So you were a teacher, and so some of my questions is gonna be perfectly tied into that. What is your favorite childhood book, or what was your favorite childhood book?
There is a book called The Widow's Broom by Chris Van Allsburg that I was obsessed with as a child, and it's about like an enchanted broom and kind of a witchy woman, and just the illustrations are amazing. My mom actually took us when we were very small to get the books autographed by the author, so I still have that. It's torn up because I loved it, so it's just, but it's still my favorite little childhood memory for reading.
I love that.
Yeah.
Do you have any book tattoos?
I have a quote on here. This is from an E. Cummings poem, so that is the most bookish that I have so far, but I'm sure we'll add some more.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. I like that. So, being that this is a bookstore and coffee shop, I'm going to ask you a couple questions about coffee, because it is Coffee Fueled Stories.
Yeah.
So, do you have a favorite coffee drink? What are you drinking there?
This I made, it's a very fluffy latte, and it has honey and cinnamon and a little bit of vanilla in it, so that was what I went to today. But I really like maple or like sea salt caramel, things like that. But I mean, I like anything coffee, so really you can't go wrong when you're giving me a coffee drink. So I like everything.
I love it. So that was if you could be a coffee drink, what coffee drink would you be?
If I was a coffee drink, let's see. I need to be something sweet but also salty. I think a little unexpected balance there. So I would say maybe like a sea salt caramel, or maybe like a maple sea salt caramel. That's what I think.
You're speaking my language. I love it. That sounds absolutely amazing. So now that you've addressed your favorite childhood book, do you have a favorite adult book, or are you still looking for your favorite adult book?
It's hard. I have some favorites. I really enjoyed The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. I really enjoyed Remarkably Bright Creatures, the octopus book.
That's
that book
on my
was,
list.
it's so good. I have it, I should buy it for you.
That's okay.
But yeah, I think those are my favorites. I don't know, I try to read different genres. I've read a lot of thriller, crime novels, so I'm trying to kind of branch out and do some other stuff too. So we'll see what adds to the favorites list.
All right, that one, the author is, she has another book I think it's about hummingbirds,
Okay.
I believe.
Yeah.
And I want to check that one out, the second book as well.
Yeah.
I forgot to turn the thing on forever and not to go to sleep. So don't lose this momentum.
Okay.
I'm gonna go wake my computer back up.
No.
No.
That's green.
I forgot to do the. Oh no. Come back.
We're still here.
Come back. There we go. Okay, so bear with me. I'm not just. I need to go to my settings here and tell it to not go to sleep. I meant to do this. I meant to make a note for myself to say don't go to sleep. And now I can't, of course, find it. Shoot. Oh no.
It's because we're under pressure.
It's
everything.
It's totally. I'm like lock screen. I'm like, where's the lock screen? Is it here? I'm like, don't turn off, please. Now, of course, I'm going to be completely bright red. Screensaver, maybe. Lock screen settings. It's right there. It was right there the whole time. Never. And this is the beauty about editing. I can go ahead and edit all of this out. Yep. So we're just gonna keep going and act like that never
Sounds
happened.
good.
No, I completely covered this one.
Oh, it's okay.
Oh my goodness. Okay. This is, I'm calling this, and I think you actually have something on the outside about how it's an introvert haven.
Yes, yeah.
So not only is it an introvert haven, you're also very busy. You have a lot of events.
We do.
You do book signings, author signings.
Mm-hmm.
You have a gingerbread thing coming up. Can you tell us about that?
So it's a series that we call Cakes and Corks, and for the first two we did like a cake decorating, but for Christmas we're switching it to a gingerbread house village building event, and you can get tickets online through the website. We still have some available if anyone wants to come. And you get all the materials for your task. You get a free drink, so if you want a beer, wine, or coffee, you can have whichever you'd like. And then we do sometimes have little snacks, we do games, we do a little giveaway, so it's a fun night for just to get out of the house and do something different. So we've been doing that one, but we do book clubs. People can schedule their own book clubs to come in. We have author events, like you said. We've had some kind of well-known authors come through, and then also some local ones that are brand new, which I love to support as well. So yeah, lots of different events.
Very cool. So if an author wants to have their book in your shop, do they reach out to you? How do they? Okay, so guys that are listening, reach out to Ellen. I'm gonna have all of her information on there. Reach out, and then you can see your books in Ellen's awesome little space here. It's little, it's huge. It's awesome. So you seem to be in tune with what the community needs, and you kind of talked about that. So you have books, coffee, beer, wine, mystery parties, the gingerbread event, the author events. Can I just say, as a consumer, like, I love this. As a book lover and a consumer, I'm just like, oh my god, like, what doesn't she do? Is there something that you have, like, that you're brewing that you haven't, like, that you can tease us with, but not necessarily spill the beans, so to speak?
Well, there is a rooftop available up here, so possibly in the spring, once we get that all permitted through ABC, through the city, we can add some seating up outside, and we can see the Bill Mountain, the Roanoke Star from up there. So that's a cool spot. It'll be a nice place to do like an outdoor movie, maybe in the spring. So we'll see. Trying to do some more outside stuff, because Roanoke is such like an outdoor town, and there's really no outside area out here. So if we can use the upstairs, it'd be pretty awesome.
How cool is that? Well, I just have to say that I am absolutely, like I said, thrilled that you have this space, that you have created this space.
Thank you.
I saw on your Instagram you have, or you had shrimp po' boys. Unfortunately, missed that. It's one of my favorite things on the planet.
We could do it again. You let me know.
It's like, I almost texted you or DM'd you, and I was like, so tell me more about shrimp po' boys.
Yeah.
Like, how do I get on board with that?
Yeah, so we have like our set menu, which is mostly like cold sandwiches, charcuteries, and things like that. We started to do on Wednesdays where we're trying to offer like a hot meal in the evening. So my manager, Midas, he's the one who is the great chef, and so he's also from Louisiana, which is why we did the po' boys and the gumbo and red beans and rice. So if you ever see that on the menu or on my posts, it's from a Louisiana native. It's good. So yeah, we try to do it as often as possible. He's getting a little bit busy with some other catering jobs, so we'll see how we can keep it steady. But yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, sweet's great.
Very cool. So I'm not a wine or a beer drinker, but I am going to ask some wine and beer drinking questions, I should say, because others, would like to know. So you have red wine, white wine, light beer, local beer. Tell us about that, the wine, beer and wine situation.
Yeah. My goal is to keep it mostly local or just like somewhat local. We have a bunch of Virginia beers. There's a lot of breweries in Virginia, so that's pretty easy to keep the beers local. I do try to keep a cider on tap too for people that don't love a beer or wine, so that isn't always local just because there's less to choose from. But they're all small craft brewing, small businesses, so like to support that. And then the wine is somewhat local. We do some Biltmore wines, which is out in North Carolina. And then Chateau Morissette, which is in Floyd County. And if you haven't been to Chateau Morissette, go out there. It's beautiful. Even if you don't like wine, just go for the ambiance because it's beautiful.
And Floyd is cool too.
Yes, and there's a good pizza place in Floyd too. So.
Yes.
And then just some other Italian wines and some other things, just to keep a good variety on the menu as well.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So do you sit down and how? If I was to look at your brain.
Oh, you wouldn't want to.
Same with me. But to offer what you're offering, how you came up with this, is it a little bit of your own personal taste, or you're like, okay, I like these things.
Yeah.
And I think other people will like them too.
Yes, for sure. And the decor in here also is very, this is just me and I did have an interior designer help me do it, but she nailed the concept and everything. So this is what my brain is inside for sure.
Okay.
But I wanted, these are things I like, so I figured other people like them too. So we tried it out and it's been going well. So.
I love it. And you've been here for?
We've been open about 6 months.
6 months now.
Yeah.
Okay. Very cool.
Yeah.
Do you have a particular section that you visit on the bookshelves, or is there just you're open to what you're like, you know what, I'm just gonna grab this one today?
What's really fun is a lot of our books come through donations, so that's the most fun thing, is to pull through the boxes and I'll be like, oh, I've been wanting to read this one forever. I'll keep it, I'll hold on to it, or find one that, I didn't know this author wrote this book, so I'll keep that. So that's usually how I end up picking my stuff. The ones that are on the shelves, the ones that I'm like, y'all can read.
I love it. One of my first jobs out of high school was working for a record store.
Cool.
When they were actually records.
Yeah.
And we kind of did the same thing. We would get the shipments in, and we would have to fight each other. We're like, some of these we actually have to put on the floor and sell, guys.
We gotta make some money.
Oh, but we only have 4 copies of this, and we're like, there's 5 of us, and we're like, dang it, we gotta put that on the floor.
Yeah, eventually I'll read it and I'll put it on the shelf. You guys can read all the good ones after I'm through with them.
Totally. So, the ambiance here, the crew that you are working with, your Louisiana native, do you have other food ideas in mind? Do you think, you know what, that's one of my favorite things, or for pastries or cookies?
Yeah.
Do you sell from the local bakeries as well?
Yeah, actually we started doing our own. So there's a community kitchen in town where we are basically, I've been doing different breads, muffins. Midas makes a killer cheesecake, so if we ever have that out here, pick up a slice of that. So we're just trying to do it ourselves. I think I like to support the local businesses, but we're just trying to see what works for us too.
For sure. That is so cool.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm so happy that you were able to, provide this space, and that, we're all here to take
Yeah.
advantage of that. Do you have anything that you would like to share with the listeners or viewers about being again, because normally I talk with authors, and
Yeah.
it's how did you think of like, what was that idea that said, you know what, I'm actually going to cross the threshold? So
Yeah.
you had your idea,
Yeah.
you created this, but to face that fear,
Mm-hmm.
to actually look
Yeah.
into it,
Yeah.
how long did that take you?
I would say a good 6 or 8 months to figure out, like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and spend all my life savings and try to open this small business in this city that I love. So, yeah, it's definitely scary. But I would say, there's, at least in Roanoke, there are so many other small business owners that if you have a question, you need help, you need a resource, there's tons of that out here. So, I've made some very good small business friends, and the city is pretty helpful. They're a little slow, but they are knowledgeable, and you can go into an office and talk to someone, whereas if you're in like a larger city, sometimes that's harder to connect. So the community's been super supportive and helpful, which has made it better and a little bit less scary.
That's so cool.
But yeah, and yeah, just every person that comes in when I'm here, I'm here most days, but like every dollar that is spent is like a huge thank you. Like, thank you. You've helped me pay the electric bill. You've helped me pay the rent. You've helped me pay my chef, and if we need replacement furniture or food or cleaners or any of that stuff. So every single dollar is so appreciated as well. So.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
That's like the best story. That's
Yeah.
like to hear something so positive, and especially with the community, what all of the things that you're doing for the community, and to have it give back, like that's
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah, that's what I want. I just want it to be a community space. I don't necessarily, like, I'm not out here trying to make $1 million. I'm just trying to live. But I want it to be just a community, comfortable space for people to come and enjoy whatever they want to do.
That is so cool. Thank you. Well, thank you for your time.
Of course.
I appreciate you hanging out.
Yeah.
And the screen froze. So
Oh, good.
hopefully it was recording. I'm just going to keep acting like it
whatever.
did. The way I end the show is I ask the guests to say, "Go forth and be magical," because that is the motto for
Love
the
that.
podcast.
Yes.
So if you would send us off with a "Go forth and be magical," I would greatly appreciate it.
All right. Thank you, guys. Go forth and be magical.
Thank you. Hopefully this
Yeah.
worked. I have no idea what's happening right now.